Yo, what's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be bringing to you a guide for classic log bait with the Inferno Tower. There have been some newer versions of log bait appearing with the Vine spell and stuff like that, but Vines is going to get nerfed very soon, so I feel like there's no point to actually invest your time into those versions of bait. And also, this one has just been way more consistent over time as well. This guy right here probably has a Golem deck. I already kind of can tell just based off the Witch, the Vines, and the Barbarrel. We could just go for our Goblin Barrel on the tower. My favorite starting play for this deck is just to go for a barrel right on the normal spot. A lot of people still go for their barrel in the safe spot to this day, guys, but I feel like there's really no point to do that anymore because almost nobody actually has the Tornado in this current meta. Also, this guy actually is running Goblin Giant, but look at the Inferno Tower, man. Look at that shutdown there. Also, our Princess might get a nice splash shot on the tower, and our Inferno Tower could also damage down this Goblin Machine pretty nicely. In this matchup, we just have to be very calculated with our pressure. We can't get too ahead of ourselves and just randomly spam Goblin Gangs and stuff at the wrong time. You have to always make sure you have some elixir in a matchup like this, guys, because even though Goblin Giant is sort of a heavier deck, they still have a lot of potential pressure. They can just be really aggressive at the bridge and stuff, whereas like against a Golem deck, you know, they can't really make much pressure at the bridge. But yeah, with this deck, he can just really punish us if we overcommit. Really good barrel to the side, guys. If your opponent has the Barbarian Barrel, and you go for a barrel one more tile to the inside or outside, if they don't switch their barrel placement, they are going to just let that one Goblin survive. I'm going to go for a Bridge Princess right here. He actually wastes the Pancake on a Barbarian. Yeah, look how good that Bridge Princess is. A lot of the time people say to always save the Princess for defense, but as you can see, just by playing that, we made him waste his entire Evo Witch. And I'm sure he did not want to do that. Really good Evo Ice Spirit right here as well. Our cycle is a little bit awkward right now, guys, but I think we could just go for a nice Evo Barrel push right here. Gonna also get our gang. Whenever you have an Evo Barrel, you always want to support that Doll Barrel, because it doesn't really get any value if you don't tank for it with something. I guess we just go for the Princess here in the back, and we'll see if this guy tries to go for the Goblin Giant. Okay, he does. I'm gonna go for kind of a weird Inferno Tower, guys, and the reason I'm doing this is so that way he couldn't Vines my Princess and my Inferno Tower. Also, pretty nice Rocket right there as well. Nice! He gets our king up there with the machine. Let's go. And guys, even if you don't happen to get kind of lucky like I just did right there, if you place a troop right in front of your king tower, the machine will rocket it and activate your king tower. But yeah, guys, I placed my Inferno Tower like I did just to make sure he could only Vines one of the two things, because he can't really kill the Princess without the Vine spell, so if he has to use it on the Inferno Tower, then we're going to get a lot of value out of the Princess. Our Inferno Tower does die right here. I actually probably could get away with rocketing this Goblin Giant, not going to lie, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to play defense. Now this time, this guy probably will get pretty good Vines. He's probably going to kill my Princess and Inferno Tower, but because we have our King up, I'm still not really too worried about this. He does get the minions down too, and the Vines as well, but we could just go for a Goblin Gang here, and even if he goes for like a Rage, yeah, he does go for the Rage, but like, you know, the Evo Ice just shuts this down. I prefer Evo Ice Spirit over the Evo Knight in this meta, because I feel like it's just more helpful against these beatdown decks. We're just going to go for a barrel right on the center, and if he counters it, okay, he counters it pretty easily. Maybe for the next barrel, I'll try to get it a little bit skewed to the side. It's kind of hard to see where the barrels are placed sometimes in an intense match. Like in a normal match, it's kind of easy, but, you know, if it's really intense, sometimes people can get confused. Oh man, this log is about to be beautiful right here. Oh my gosh. Guys, we're actually taking a lot of damage right now. Okay, that knight was not really the best, I'll admit. We just need 2 rockets to win this game, but man, it's hard. I can't rocket the Witch here. I'm just going to go for an Evo Barrel. He's probably going to Bar Barrel on the left side. Yeah. But look at the right side, actually. Hold up. Okay, I'm just going to go for a rocket here, guys, just to be safe. I probably don't have to rocket that. I don't think I actually needed to, but yeah. Better to be safe. We can just go for the Goblin Barrel plus Evo Ice here now, guys, and I think we could probably just, yeah, outcycle this guy. Goblin Barrel does get a few hits on the tower, and Rocket is going to take it. We just had really good control all game, and that's what allowed us to win this match. Another little tip that I want to give you guys is that you can actually tell kind of a lot about your opponent's deck just based off the tower troop. Like, even if you are a bit scared still of your opponent having a NATO, if they have, like, for example, the Chef Tower, you basically can be 100% certain they're not going to have the NATO, or if they have Cannoneer, you know they're not going to have NATO. You can just pay attention to those little things to make a little bit smarter plays at the start of the game. Because, yeah, if they have Chef Tower, it's basically 100% Golem or Goblin Giant, so you're going to want to keep that in mind when you make your starting plays. I'm just going to go for a Knight right here, and hopefully our Princess can get some shots here on the Witch's skeletons. Yeah, pretty good. I believe this guy is a golem player, so gonna have to be ready for that. We do get our barrel on the inside, but he does see it. Shoot, I guess I'll just go for a gang right here, guys. I know the gang is gonna get shot by this rocket, but I'm actually kind of letting my gang die on purpose here. Okay, I was gonna say so I could get my king up, but unfortunately his machine died a little bit too early. I'm gonna go for a bridge princess here, guys, because I don't have much else for pressure, and this princess will just guarantee he has to respond to it, because it will just stay alive forever if he doesn't. Okay, that's kind of annoying, actually, man. Bro, this is actually kind of annoying, guys. Not gonna lie. We do get a great timed log right here. He does go for the vines, guys, but I guess we just get our gang down, and we're definitely going to take a lot of damage from this golem, but overall we defended, actually, relatively well. Luckily, the knight is on, like, 1 HP here, guys, because the golemites just do way too much damage these days. Nice, he actually wasted the pancake there on the golemite. I love when that happens. Yeah, that princess was really good pressure. You guys can see you don't need to go for, like, a whole knight goblin gang or something like that. Even just something simple like a princess can really be all the pressure you need sometimes. And we do have our Evo barrel right now, so I'm going to get ready to maybe make a nice push with it. I thought I missed my Ice Spirit for a second, but luckily that was not the case. Yeah, we're just going to get our barrel down here. He does go for the golem. I'm just going to gang this side because he's going to barb the other side. I knew it! I knew it, man. What a prediction there. And we make him waste the minions, which means he no longer has the minions to distract our Inferno Tower, and his entire tower just falls like that, guys. And I'm pretty sure this guy's one of the better golem players, unless I'm confusing this guy with someone else. Okay, that is an easy rocket here. I can see what this guy's trying to do with the witch, trying to, like, distract the Inferno, but we're just one step ahead at all times, it feels like. And despite the Vine spell, it seems like the Inferno Tower is still doing exactly what it needs to do every time, so... Looking super good for us. I think the only way we can lose here is if he gets something crazy out of his Evo Baby Dragon, but I don't think he has enough time left. I can always defensive barrel if I need to, guys, but I don't think we need to go that far. We can just go for a gang here, and we take a very nice one against Golem. That was so clean. We're up against Alex. We're just going to go for the barrel first play. I think this guy might actually be a giant balloon freeze player. Yeah, it looks like it's probably going to be that. Oh, snap. This will be interesting. He does have the freeze, so I'm actually not sure how much value our Inferno Tower can get here. I don't really know what to expect, honestly. We do get our knight down just to make sure the horde dies. The minions and the minion horde are probably both going to be pretty annoying, but maybe with some good princess value we can stop his stuff. We just have to go for that rocket here on this, guys. Can't really waste our Inferno Tower. You never really want to ever waste your Inferno Tower on a balloon when you're facing a balloon deck with like Lava Hound or Giant or something like that. You always want to have the Inferno for the big tank, and then for the balloon, you can, you know, you either go for a rocket or sometimes even like an Ice Spirit Goblin gang can actually do a pretty good job. Alright, so we're going to get our princess down here in the back. He's probably going to have, yeah, the arrows, so I guess we just have to Inferno Tower. He might get his minions down to distract it. We'll see, though. No, he does actually get the big horde. So hopefully we're going to stop this. The Goblin Gang is actually getting some pretty nice value here, so I think we're chilling, yeah. Dang, that was actually really good. And he could have Skeleton Army as well, so I don't feel like I have to be too aggressive with my barrels here. I mean, I'm not sure exactly what variation he has, but yeah. I have to be really chill in this matchup, guys, because he could pressure me heavily with the balloon. Then if I only have like 6 elixir and he plays the balloon and then he has like enough to spend a giant after that, then I'm just dead. Because it's always a -1 trade to rocket a balloon, so I have to just be a little bit conservative with my elixir. Ooh, I don't like how that one minion is going for my tower. You know, guys, he could actually have the Vine spell as well, but I'm pretty sure he has freeze. People were saying how the Vine spell is kind of just like a better freeze, but I noticed that most of the freeze decks still use freeze because it's just a little bit easier to hit more targets and it has a bit of a bigger range, so I guess that's the main reason people still use it. Oh, that's a fat rocket right here. Yeah, I don't know why he would go for a balloon with that horde. That was probably not the smartest choice of this guy. We're just going to go for a gang here on this side, then get a Goblin Barrel on this one. Nice, we actually get right on his tower with the freeze up. Also, Princess is splashing just a little bit too, which is kind of nice for us here. Oh, snap. Wait, this is so good. Guys, wait, this is so good. We could get a fat rocket right now. Yo, that is so good for us, man. Look at the rocket value. I know we didn't hit a couple of the minions, but it doesn't really matter. Wow, that was a ginormous rocket. We still have to watch out though because now our cycle is kind of bad, so if he tries to spam me right here, I could find it a little bit challenging. He does go for the giant balloon combo. I'm just going to Inferno Tower up high. This Inferno Tower placement always pulls balloon, guys, and same goes for any building. It always pulls balloon in that placement, unless it gets pushed by another air card. Okay, we don't get any damage there with the barrel, but I'm just going to rocket here, guys, because our princess is going to kill the horde unless he tries to somehow block it. Yeah, I don't think there's any way he can punish me too heavily. He does get his arrows down. I'm just going to go for a knight right here, just trying to be a little bit safe. I'm going to go for that barrel as well, because he spent the arrows, so I don't know if he can actually fully stop it. Oh yeah, he just lets it go, and we take a win. We're up against Ahmed's Cycle. I don't know why, but I feel like this guy's probably playing 2.6 because he did have the Hog Rider in his banner. Yeah, it looks like it probably is going to be. See, guys, I'm telling you, man, the Barrel Ice Spear is actually a really good starting play. It is a whole 4 elixir, but if your opponent doesn't have, like, the perfect cycle, they always just have to overextend or just take a lot of damage. We can actually get a princess down here, guys, because it will splash the ice golem and the tower, and it just gave him literally, like, 0 seconds to react to it. I'm gonna knight here as well. We do catch the musketeer, which doesn't really do much for us, but it's, I guess, not the worst either. I don't know. I probably didn't really need to do that knight there, but it doesn't really matter either way. I'm probably just gonna get an Inferno Tower, yeah. We get our Inferno Tower down, we could just go for a Ice Spirit here up high. The main thing we're gonna have to be careful about is getting outcycled in single elixir. So guys, in this type of matchup against 2.6, the most important thing is to just try to be unpredictable. You have to sometimes rocket their Hog Riders in single, which isn't really a good trade. You don't really like to do that. It's just a -2 for no reason, but sometimes you just have to do it, you know? Interesting cannon. I don't know why he tried to do that. I think that was maybe meant to be a Hog Rider. So guys, probably for his next Hog, I'm going to go for an Evo Ice Spirit Gang. Basically, your 3 defenses to the Hog is Ice Spirit Gang, Rocket, or Inferno Tower. But you mainly have to be careful with going for your Gang on the Hog, because if you get predicted, that could be game-threatening for you, right? But if you don't get predicted, then it's really good. Also, that was a really good Gang there. I didn't even really intend to predict the Hog, but it just so happened to be at the perfect time. And honestly, guys, because of that, I think it's actually worth it to just rocket here, because that was such a good trade right there that I think we can probably get away with the rocket right now. And if he tries to pressure me, guys, we just have the Inferno Tower, and the Inferno Tower just has so much HP that we know he's not going to break through it. He's always going to be blocking the bridge here, so it's probably going to be a little bit hard to get a really good princess connection or anything like that, but we'll try our best, though. We'll definitely try our best. I think I'm actually going to go for another rocket here. We kill his Evo skeletons, and I guess I just go for an Inferno Tower. I kind of want a Goblin Gang, but I feel like there could be like a small chance that he predicts it, so yeah. He does go in for the Fireball, guys. He's probably going to get a log ready as well. Yeah. Oh, I knew it, bro. What was that log? Oh, okay. Because he had the Evo Cannon. He didn't really care to cycle that log really early. Oh, I played my barrel in the front. I kind of meant to go for it in the center. Wait, it actually works out, though. my misplayed barrel there, guys, actually kind of helped us out in the end. And I'm going to go for a rocket here. You can see we're kind of just going for rockets only when we have some sort of field control. Because right here, you know, we had the field control with that princess there. We forced him to spend a few extra elixir that he probably didn't want to spend there. And that's why we could get away with the rocket. We still have to be careful, though, because he's still kind of, like, ahead of us a little bit. But we do have our Evo Ice Spirit, so I'm feeling pretty good here. I'm going to get a really high princess just trying to get right on the musketeer. Musketeer can be a little bit of a pain to deal with at times because rocket can only have so much ability to kill it, unless, like, it's not really worth it to rocket the musketeer unless it's very close to the tower. He does Fireball, so I'm going to rocket once again because, guys, we have the Evo Ice Spirit here, so I'm really not too scared about this Hog Rider. Even with the Knight right here, I think we should full counter. I'm going to log to be safe as well. I'm pretty sure I needed that log, but I'm not trying to take any chances either way. I'm going to go for the Evo barrel here. Usually want to just always go for the fake barrel on the side where you have a tank. We're gonna get this princess here, and hopefully that can target onto his musketeer soon. We could also gang as well, just to kind of distract this guy. Musketeer actually does get right on my Inferno Tower, but I think we're okay. We do get our Spear Goblins on the tower for some very nice damage. Wow, that's so much damage there. My goodness. And wow, that's a great rocket, man. That's gonna just kill everything. You can see we're just doing such a good job of not getting predicted by this guy. I don't think he predicted me like a single time. The best prediction he got was an Evo Cannon on my Goblin Gang, but he only hit part of my gang anyways, so I don't really care. I'm just going to Inferno Tower low. I know he could Fireball onto it, but I think we just have to take that. Yeah, we just have to take it in. Then we can just go for a log here, and that hog is still dead regardless. Now we just get this down here. He's trying to get some crazy Evo skeletons, but I don't think they're going to do too much with our princess helping out. Yeah. We could just go for the rocket right here. Gonna have to get a late Inferno Tower as well. Yeah, we're just playing this matchup so well. Even without like a Tesla or a cannon, guys, you could still keep up with your cycle as long as you defend the Hog Riders differently. It's just all about being unpredictable. And we take an easy win. Oh, this is every Logbait player's worst nightmare. We're actually facing Dagger Duchess. Luckily for Logbait, Dagger Duchess is really uncommon right now, but once in a while you will end up facing it. I also noticed that at around 15,000 trophies, it seems like everyone's still using Duchess for some reason, so when you're facing the Dagger Duchess, guys, it's a lot harder to get very much Goblin Barrel damage, obviously, so you're going to have to rely a lot more on your Bridge Princess to get the damage for you, and sometimes Rocket cycling, so usually you just have to focus more on defense than the actual offense in this matchup when they have Duchess. Anyways, this guy here probably does have a P.E.K.K.A, but we'll see about that. We're just going to set up with our Princess here in the back. Guys, one of the most important things against the Battle Ram is to use your Inferno Tower against it as little as possible. You always try to use your Goblin Gang and Ice Spirit, or like, you know, Log and Ice... I mean, you know, I guess Log Ice Spirit can work sometimes, but like, maybe like a Knight as well could work with a Ice Spirit or a Log. You want to always save your Inferno Tower if possible for their, you know, like P.E.K.K.A or whatever else they might have with that Battle Ram. So this guy here probably actually doesn't have a huge tank. He just has the Monk, which is still kind of annoying for us, but luckily the Inferno Tower can tear through it pretty quickly, so that's good. Oh, snap, he actually does get his king up. I didn't really expect the Tornado. Okay, that's kind of trash for us, but honestly, the Duchess wrecks the barrel so badly anyways that even though he has his king up, it's probably not really going to help him that much, so it's okay. We do get the Princess right on the tower here. I'm just going to Evo Ice Spirit kind of early just to make sure it can probably get the double pulse on the guards right here. Nice, perfect. Alright, yeah, we're off to a pretty good start. We're up like 800 damage, so I'll definitely take this. We can just go for that gang here all in the same lane, because if I split it, I know the Duchess will just tear through it, so might as well go for it in the same lane to try to bait out a few more daggers. His Duchess is completely out of ammo here, guys, so we actually do get some nice damage. I'm going to go for a log... How's that even possible? Guys, how did that bypass my Inferno Tower? I think the Monk somehow dumbly pushed the Battle Ram. Oh, wow, he has Bowler. Man, I guess I'll go for like a weird Inferno Tower. I know it's kind of a strange play, but it's just going to take down the Bowler right away, which is kind of good for me, honestly. Yeah, I kind of like this Inferno Tower by me, actually. I'm just going to go for the Evo Barrel here, guys, but the Evo Barrel is honestly almost useless against Duchess. You just can't really do too much. I'm going to Rocket before he can ability. Nice, man! Let's go! And he goes for the ability, but it's already a dead Monk. Dude, that was such a good Rocket there, guys. Sometimes you could still Rocket at a Monk if you know that they're not going to react in time. Because if the Monk is closer to your King Tower, that means they have less time to react to it. So the closer it is towards your side of the map, the harder it is for them to react to it. We do get a couple Goblin stabs there, actually. He could try to go for a Battle Ram on the right side, but I don't honestly think he will. I guess I'll just Rocket the Executioner, kind of a bit of an overcommit, but I can afford to do it since I'm already up so much damage. This guy really just doesn't seem to have a good spell for our Goblin Barrels. He has the Duchess Tower, but he's still taking bits of damage here from us. We're just getting really good pressure and everything, I feel like. Okay, we do get a nice little stab right there. We can also just go for this. Oh yeah, beautiful log value. He once again goes for the Monk ability. Just a little bit too late. I'm genuinely just going to have to Rocket that, guys. I'm honestly happy with that. Like, if I didn't Rocket there, I don't know if there's any way I could have stopped that, so I will actually take that pretty happily. I guess we just go for a Goblin Barrel here, because I know he could try to block a Princess if I go for it at the bridge. I'm just going to get my log early once again. Bro, this guy has yet to block a single time. Guys, we're actually going to get our King up right here. If you play a Princess right in front of your King Tower when they play the Monk ability, it does get your King up. And also the Princess didn't even die. Man. We can just go for that Rocket right here. I think we might just get like one more Rocket and then probably win the game at this rate. I guess I'll just go for the Inferno Tower here. I went for it up high so it could go on the Bowler after killing the Battle Ram. Yo, that was such a good Inferno Tower. Let's go. Okay, he does go for the ability kind of good this time, but it doesn't even matter. I just wanted to cycle the log to get to the rocket. We do take a nice win.